Who is most likely to confidently go the wrong way even with Google Maps?
I'm just a confident person. Well,
I say just in a minute, and then it's like with
no, she says now in a minute, which is very contradicting. It's like either now or in a minute. All of this is targeted towards me, by the way. I didn't come up with the questions. She's saying she saw this where?
I think on Reddit, or I Google
She
things.
thinks.
Reddit
No.
or something.
This video is not about who's most likely to. It's to expose me as a traveler. That is what this video is all about. In today's video, Jasmina and I are going to be doing a couples challenge, and it is who's most likely to, the travel edition.
Yeah.
And Jasmina is going to be explaining the rules of this challenge, so take it away.
So for those of you who don't know who is most likely to challenge, it's a little trend that I saw before, and I figured that why don't we do one, but travel edition, just because, I mean, it's very fitting. So I have written down all the questions here on my phone, and we will take turns with who's asking the question. Now, the thing about this is that when I thought about making this video, I got so excited of ordering these that I forgot to order like 2 of each. So now we have to just stick with 2, which in the end is fine. We decided if we agree on something together, we're just gonna hold it
We're
up.
gonna hold it together.
Yeah,
If it is
basically.
that person.
Yeah, and if not, we will hold the individual bobs and just argue about it.
Endlessly. But before we start this video, you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet.
Who is most likely to get mistaken for a local and give someone wrong directions?
What? To be fair, I look like every nationality there
That's
is.
what I said. That's
Yeah.
what I mean, basically.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
we
I don't know
agree.
about giving wrong directions. When was this?
I think why I picked him is because since, like he mentioned, he does look like he's from around the world. Like you cannot tell like where he's from really. So I feel like if it's a country that you don't know genuinely, like you just got there, I feel like you would just tell them the wrong directions, maybe on purpose too.
That is true. Fun fact, I traveled in India for 2 months. There were a handful of people who asked me if I was Indian.
I actually got this too, but it was more like in Greece.
In India?
No, I've never been to India. I did get this before, but this was more so in European countries like Finland, Germany, even Greece.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, but even in Greece I got this
Yeah.
too.
Fair enough. Who's most likely to fall asleep anywhere at any time?
Okay, well, you fall asleep literally everywhere, and you sleep so good when you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. I bring this down and this.
Who is most likely to overpack and get a new suitcase?
Oh, okay, wait.
Vietnam. Let me tell you about Vietnam.
But that is because I carry a lot of camera gear. So overpacking in that sense, sure.
In Ho Chi Minh, he had to get another bag.
It was a good bargain. It was a great bag.
It was stuffed to the gills.
Yeah, it was really stuffed to the gills. Yeah, and even in, when was this? In Bangkok, you know, I tried doing a carry-on pack. I just couldn't do it. No, I ended up getting a brand new backpack actually in MBK in Bangkok to continue traveling in Southeast Asia, but
This has happened before, but it never led me to get an extra bag or anything because, example, people who travel within Europe would know this, but Ryanair has crazy bag restrictions. So it's so weird because sometimes in some flights that you go on, they don't care what you bring, but in some flights they care a lot. So there was a few times where I actually had to wear everything that I had with me just because it was too big. So I'd say that's like as far as I went, but not really suitcase wise.
So I guess I'm winning. Is that how this game works? Because I
No.
have. Who's most likely to get lost in a city they've visited before? Why do I feel like this is all targeted towards me? First of all, I have been to many countries. Just because I've been there once or twice doesn't mean I know where everything is. I don't live there. So that's my...
It's so cute. I love it.
This video is not about...
I literally found these questions off of Reddit.
No.
or something.
This video is not about who's most likely to. It's to expose me as a traveler. That is what this video is all about.
Who is most likely to book a last-minute flight to a random country? Okay, well. What? But I would book it like on the same day, like a few hours
Yeah,
before I
same
leave.
here.
Okay, what's the biggest time crunch you've had before a flight that you booked in that day?
The same day.
Yeah, same day, but how many hours in between? Like, was it, did you book in the morning, you left at night?
No, it was afternoon and I left at night, so it was like 8 hours.
8 hours?
Yeah.
No, mine was 3 hours. We've both done it, I suppose.
You know what? I'll give this one to you just because you need a point up on the board. So
Oh my god, I feel like now I don't do this. Well, now, especially when we travel together, we don't do this like very often.
Yeah.
But back in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
days, like budgeting days, sometimes when I would see like a very good deal pop up to a random place that I haven't been to before, I just book it.
who's most likely to suggest a 15-hour train ride over a 2-hour flight?
Chiang Mai.
Yeah, well, back in my days, back in my solo backpacking days, I would do the longer rides, but now I feel like, we can afford it more. So, in my budget backpacking days, yeah, I would surely be happily to do like a 15-hour overnight sleeper bus or train. But now that we have a little bit more budget, yeah, I'd be willing to go for comfort and faster travel time.
I remember when I was flying into Bangkok, or where was it, like last year?
Yeah.
And then you were asking how would I like to go to Chiang Mai, because from Bangkok, literally when I
Yeah.
landed, we wanted to
Yeah.
go straight to Chiang Mai. So it was either the train, it was the train or bus?
was a train. It was an
or
overnight
a
train.
flight.
Yeah.
And I went and I said, maybe the train, like the scenery. I was like, no, we're flying there.
Yeah, because I wanted to get there quicker. And plus, I've done this train already twice,
Yeah.
by the way. So I'm just like, as much as I want her to experience it, I just want to get there ASAP. And honestly, when you think about it, when you look at the flight itself, because flying within Asia is very affordable, it's sure there's a difference, but when you put in kind of like the time and then the food that you need to get on the train and then the taxi or the tuk-tuks from the train station to the other place, it's kind of like very close.
Yeah.
That's how I analyze it. And then obviously your time is very, it's valuable. So I tack that into the whole analysis as well, I guess.
Who is most likely to want to explore with no plan at all? I think we've done this several times.
I think both of us do. Unless we're like in a time crunch, then yeah, for sure you gotta have some sort of plan to just make things efficient. But definitely did a lot of unplanned trips or adventures.
Oh gosh, me
Yeah.
too.
All of this is targeted towards me, by the way. I didn't come up with the questions. She's saying she saw this where?
I think on Reddit, or I Google
She
things.
thinks. Okay, next question. Who's most likely to steal blankets at night? Oh no, yeah, definitely this. She's the type to turn up the AC and then take the blanket as well. Like, this is a time when your body is at the coldest.
Coldest.
Yeah, your
It
body's
could
like,
be, it could be plus 30 in Asia, and he would still say the exact
it doesn't go
same
plus
thing.
30 late at night, midnight. You know how warm or cold it gets. It gets cooler at night in Southeast
It's
Asia.
hot. Who is most likely to research restaurants before the trip even starts? I feel like this is me
That's
because
you,
you'd
yeah.
also task me to do it.
Yeah, just to know like where to go and some
What's
good
around.
spots. But I feel like, yeah, you do that mostly, but I also do it
Yeah.
because I like to.
But I'm also curious in terms of the price and everything. I want to make sure it's reasonable. Like, sure, like I'll look at the menu because that's what I'm interested in,
Yeah.
but I'm always going to look at the price if it's worth it.
And of
or
course,
not.
like the reviews.
Oh,
obviously.
yeah, 100%.
Who's most likely to say, we should walk, and say, it's not that far? Okay, this is very vague, but I'm just going to say you. Because if we're renting a scooter or some sort of transportation, if we paid for it, I'm gonna make sure, you can put this down, I'm gonna make sure we use that thing to the T. Like we're just gonna use it the entire time.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, I don't care if the place is like a minute away. We're not walking.
It wasn't even a minute away. He literally drove across. We were at a cafe,
Yes.
and the 7-Eleven was right across
Yes.
the road, the tiny road,
Yes.
and then he just biked through there instead
Yeah,
of walking.
it's just much faster.
No.
Yes.
No, because
Yes.
if you think about by
I was
the
going
time
30 kilometers across the street instead of 5.
if you think about it, by the time it took him to set up the bike, to start it
What
up,
set up the bike?
set
I
it
just
up,
started
put
up the
the helmet
bike.
on, then start driving it across, and then
Riding
to
it
park
across.
it. That takes more time. You could just run.
Yeah, but
across
that
if you
30
wanted to.
second,
30
no.
seconds.
That 30 second, 30 kilometer is a huge gap. That saves me time, trust me.
Who is most likely to say this will be quick and turns it into a whole mission? Oh my god.
Okay, this is when it
yes.
comes to photography though.
I can name one specific.
Okay, name one.
So this was when we were in Chiang Mai, and we did temple hopping. So we went to a
Yeah.
bunch of different temples, you know, very nice. And then we would spend in each like over an hour. Like not even just like in the whole area, in like one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Which I appreciate because he does take amazing photos. But it's funny like when he's like, oh, a few more minutes, and that ends up being like 20,
That's
30.
true. It's just you want to get every angle or shot possible. you know?
Yeah, and I think it's also me too because he takes photos of me too and vice versa.
Yeah,
so
a
that's
lot of
good.
photos of you. Plus, it's a place that you'll probably never come back to in a while. So you just want to,
Yeah.
aside from soaking it all in, you want to be able to also capture and share the photos with you. So,
Yeah.
who's most likely to get sunburned on day one? I have a very sensitive skin, as weird as that sounds. I'm also the type that would get a sunburn on top of a tan, or
Yeah.
a tan on top of a sunburn, and then there's like layers to it. It's weird. But I do burn easily. Unfortunately, I don't know why.
We need to insert the Macau Beach incident of both of us.
Insert the Macau incident. Sunburn.
Who is most likely to wake up early to explore? Well, I think it's both of us, to be
Yeah.
fair. We both. I think even before when I traveled on my own, I always woke up super early.
Yeah.
I was never the type to sleep in late and, I don't know, start exploring by afternoon or so. Like,
There's
I don't
just
know.
something so rewarding about waking up early in a foreign place. And then there's also like a lot of reasons why we love waking up early: to avoid the crowd, it's less
yeah.
busier, so we get to actually take our time to soak it all in to ourselves, as selfish as that sounds, and also create photos and videos, you know, so it's not too much of so it's more majestic, the
Yeah.
content that we create. I feel like we accomplish more in the day
Yeah.
when we do that first thing. And then if it's tropical places like Asia, it's so much nicer to explore in the morning, just because it's much cooler, as opposed to like midday when it's like
Super
burning.
hot.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's most likely to take the best
Yeah.
photos? Yeah.
Who's most likely to talk to strangers and make friends while traveling?
I would say you're
I would
more.
say me.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I did make a ton of friends, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like you were more social back then.
Yeah.
I feel I get
I mean, I still
approached.
am, but
Yeah.
then I think like it's because of business school. I mean, I was very introverted and very shy. I couldn't even hold a conversation before business school. And then I went to business school, and it's like, oh, I can, kind of carry a conversation. Not kind of, but I did carry a
No, you
conversation.
can.
And I think like after business school also gave me the confidence to, just do that. And then solo traveling, also huge
Oh,
confidence
yeah.
booster.
Especially the more you get approached, the more confident you get. Like, oh, if I'm getting approached so many times, then I might as well try it also. But
Yeah.
for me, it was like I was partially shy, even though I did solo travel. That obviously I made a ton of friends, met loads of people, but I think they mostly did the more approaching, just because I also like being on my own. So it did not bother me that I wasn't really hanging out with too much people, so
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that. Who's most likely to put things off until the last minute? You go, tell me yours.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know your schedule. We have the same schedule when we travel.
Yeah, true.
It's hard. There's really no.
I think it's like little things maybe. Like example, if we need to plan what to do for the next day or something, maybe we both do it at the end of the day. So I think that's more so.
Who's most likely to miss a flight because they thought they had more time? When did I miss a flight?
You told me you missed your flights many times before.
Not many times. Once. That was in Thailand to Indonesia.
Yeah, but
Once.
to be fair, we almost missed our one flight from Singapore going to Bali. Remember?
Yes.
That was the one time that we almost missed it. We were the
No,
last
there
ones.
was also another time
Which one?
when you packed your external
Oh my
your
God,
battery
yes.
pack and we got pulled off the line and we had to go all the way outside because she packed her battery pack in the check-in luggage when you're not supposed to, and they were flagging her bag and then they couldn't find it, so they had to dig through her little backpack, and then
The funniest thing is that while we were waiting in line to board the plane, they were calling out his name, not my name. So
well, I think it's
thought-
because it was under my name.
Yeah, it was under your name. This
Yeah.
was in Laos, by the way. I think we were flying to Thailand.
Is it Thailand? Oh right. We're flying
And
to
I
Thailand.
was like making fun of him at first because I was like, oh, it's probably one of your camera gears or something. But then it ended up being
No.
me. I was so shocked. I was like, what?
Yeah, but long story short, we did make the flight.
Okay, last but not least, who is most likely to confidently go the wrong way even with Google Maps?
I'm just a confident person.
I did not even lift this up yet. And you're
I'm a
ready.
very confident person, and with my
can
decisions, I'm gonna go with it. If Google tells me something wrong, you know what? Google could be wrong too. That's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed this little challenge that we did, and if you want to see more videos like these, let us know in the comments section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, like this video, consider subscribing to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.